Hey, I want to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters Entertainment, your source for everything entertainment. I'm your host, Adam Torres, and you can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today is a very special reunion 2020 episode. What is that? That's when I bring on a guest I had in the past, and I liked them so much I had to bring them right on back. So today's guest is Lisa Remillard, who is founder over at Pro Media Coach and also co-founder of Beyond TV and co-host at Torres and Lisa TV show. Lisa, welcome back to the show.
Adam, thank you for having me back. So happy to be with you and your listeners.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited about today's topic. So it's a big deal. So meaning getting on TV, a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, executives, people listening right now that, have a reason, have a message, maybe even have a product that they want to get out there. And being on TV is something that would help them do that. So, Lisa, just to start out, though, I don't want to assume that all of our new listeners, we've been very blessed, so our audience has grown quite a bit since our last episode. I don't want to assume all our new listeners caught the first episode, so let's just start with some of your background so everybody knows where you're coming from.
Okay, so I have spent almost the last 20 years in television news, traditional television news, anchoring your local morning and evening newscasts. That's kind of my history. I have covered every big story in the country. I have been all over the country doing just that on the national stage and on the local stage. And over the last 2 years, my most recent co-anchor in San Diego and I decided to start our new company, Beyond.TV. And through Beyond.TV, which is a digital platform, we have the Torres and Lisa show that broadcasts Monday through Friday right here in Los Angeles on television every day. And it's a really fun hour-long show of news content and special guest interviews and just kind of the daily shenanigans of Torres and Lisa.
I love it. The daily shenanigans. I'm in.
It really is. And that's exactly what it is.
So you're let's get a little bit more into what you're doing also as a media coach, because I think this is it's kind of like a two-part thing here. So meaning, there's some people that have a message, have this thing, and they want to be on TV, and they know they should be, but maybe they don't feel like they quite have the training or the knowledge. Talk a little bit more about what you're doing on the coaching end, please.
So the three top things that happen in all of the clients that I work with, they don't know how to articulate their business story in a way that's interesting. They don't know what it takes to be a good guest on TV or on a podcast or on radio or in print. And they don't know how to repurpose, more importantly, repurposes those appearances once they get on to benefit themselves. So aside from Beyond.TV and what we do on the broadcast side, which this is my world, I have now stepped into the coaching world because I have found over the years there is a real hole there's a hole that's missing, and there's a piece that's missing, and that is the bridge between these business owners who do have great stories to tell and just don't know how to do it and how to get them on TV, because traditional news is not going to hold your hand. They're not going to put you on TV unless, something traumatic or awful happens to your business, which of course we don't want. We want them to cover what's awesome about your business. And so there's a gap there in between the good story and the news, and that's the gap that I fill. So I help my clients understand what their story is, and more importantly, understand what the media will relate to in their story, and then help them formulate that, help get them confident on camera so they're not scared or nervous, and then help them execute it and then repurpose it for their own business strategy.
Yeah, I definitely love what you're doing. I mean, if I could go back and do it all again, so now I'm 3 years still a baby in my career compared to you in media and your robust career. But I'm now 3 years full time. I'm 1,500 podcast episodes in and hundreds of videos. And I think to myself, I'm like, the first 300 episodes, the first couple, they probably weren't that good. I did a lot of learning while I was, and I know though I can be like, I can say, I hope to be much better even in the future. But I'm like, if I could go do it all over again, if I could start from day one again, I would have started with the media coach. Like, it just makes sense. Maybe those first 300 didn't have to be so bad.
But here's the thing, is this is what I tell my clients and the people I work with, is that don't get down on yourself for that, because it's hard. It's a job. We journalists do this. We train for this. We go to school for this. I have a master's degree in this, and I have 20 years on television. It's not easy. And everybody who thinks they can jump in and do a podcast, it takes time unless you're trained. And you're doing a great job, Adam, now, but you understand the trials that you had to go through at the beginning to get where you are now, which is hosting, this podcast that is successful, that people want to listen to. It's not by accident that happened. That happened because you worked at it every day, you were consistent at it every day, and because now you've come into a rhythm of your own and you've realized what that rhythm is for you. So I kind of give you the shortcut of that.
Well, and to the listeners, by the way, they're not that bad. You can still listen to the first 300. It's okay. No, I had to throw that out, Lisa. No, you didn't say it. I said it. No, I said it. I'm just playing. They weren't care. They're not. I had to.
And here's the thing. I'm sure they're fine. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they're
not the videos. The videos weren't. We took those down. They were not fine, Lisa. I was so scared. My eyeballs were all big. I looked like, oh, deer hit me. No, Lisa, they were not good. And I'm hiding those, but some of my team probably download them and they're going to use them against me in the future.
Listen, I have the same videos that I have successfully scrubbed from the internet from my very first things in college. Trust me. And that's the thing, is people think that they're going to, and I always say this, Alex Rodriguez didn't get up to the plate in the major leagues on his very first at-bat and bang out a home run. It didn't happen. Mm-hmm. It took years and time and repetition and practice. That's what it took to get there. It's not I can just jump in front of a camera or jump on a couch and talk to news anchors and everything's going to come out great, or start a podcast one day and it's going to come out awesome. No, it's a skill. It takes training, and that's what I do. And the good news with Beyond TV is that because I also own that, my clients got kind of a front of the pack kind of access to get that message that I help them formulate onto television in Los Angeles. And since you and I've talked, Adam, we have another big announcement from Beyond TV, which is that we are also now located on the KSL app in Salt Lake City, Utah. 6 million downloads. So it's a huge opportunity to get your message not out just on television in Los Angeles, but also digitally in Utah and to their 6 million download customers.
Fantastic. So speaking of getting on TV in the LA market and also now your new market, a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of executives listening that would like to reach those markets. Tell them a little bit more about that. Okay,
so obviously the LA market is the second largest market in the country, next to New York being number one, LA being number two. Our viewing area for the Carlos and Lisa show has 20 million people in that coverage area. We span the entire area of Los Angeles County, the Inland Empire, all the way down to Orange County. We, of course, like I said, are on the KSL app as well. Our digital downloads, our impressions on YouTube, we're talking millions. So we have a big coverage area and we have a big platform. And so most TV shows will not TV shows, but most regular news programs where local businesses could get on. Either, here's the dirty secret in news, you're either having a terrible time with your business and the news comes and covers you on a bad day, or businesses are paying to get on the news. That's the dirty secret in news, and it's happening everywhere. So instead of hiding that on Beyond TV, we are open about it, and people pay business owners with great stories who have good ideas and great brands can pay to come on our show, and it looks just like any other segment. And that's how it works. It's as simple as that. I mean, the business owners that we work with are awesome. We have lots of realtors. We have doctors. We have, influencers. We have lots of people of all different walks of life of businesses that appear on our show. They pay to get on, and the good news is they get the opportunity to have repeat of their segments. So they got not just one shot at that 20 million person market, they get 2 or 3 shots at it, which is great. And what we've also started to find is that the people who appear on Carlos and Lisa oftentimes end up finding their way onto much bigger platforms in Los Angeles.
That's awesome. And to me, and just throwing this out there, to me, it's common sense. So we have a lot of high-level entrepreneurs and business owners listening, and they understand there has to be a business model behind everything. And in your case, what I love about it is that you're showcasing the best in what people are doing. Like, to get your business on the news at 11 or whatever, it's going to be because somebody ran a car through your front window and something happened. And there's a reporter that nobody's there going to go there to ask you, so what's new in your business? Like, what's exciting? That's not going to happen. That's not the quote unquote traditional thing of news, because that's what the traditional advertisers. So everybody has to pay at some point. Either advertisers are paying, or the guest is paying, or the show is paying, depending on the influencer that may be coming on. I mean, there has to be a business model behind everything. So I always thought when I said it's a dirty little secret, I'm like, well, last I checked, they don't have towers and buildings and stuff. They're not giving them away for free. So they're like, I'm sorry. Hold on, Lisa. You told me that you do TV. You don't have to pay rent for the studio. I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
I'm sorry. You can just do it for free. Well, listen, here's the difference. The difference with Beyond TV, and I think this is just a critical difference. The difference is you're not getting, if you pay to be on Beyond TV, you're not getting a 30-second ad. That's not what we do. We integrate your story. So you come in and you're a guest on the show. You get 5 minutes on television, which is an eternity, as you know, in TV. And you can take that segment, which gives you the platform to tell your story. You get that segment, and then you can do with that segment whatever you want. If you wanted to turn it into a 30-second ad, great. If you want to put it on your Instagram, great. If you want to take that 5 minutes and put it on your website, no problem. That's the beauty of what we do. It's not the traditional 30-second ad that you're paying out the to get on television. That's not what we do, because we believe in storytelling, and we believe that every business has a great story. They all do. Every one of your listeners that has a business, I know they have a really great story or a really great product or something that's really unique and different, and they just need the opportunity to be able to tell other people about it, and that's what we do.
That's exciting. Well, I really appreciate our time today, and I appreciate you coming back for the reunion episode. So that being said, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on Beyond TV or working with you, what's the best way for them to follow?
So they can email me at Beyond TV. It's really easy. It's just Lisa at Carlos and Lisa. It's very, very simple. Lisa, Lisa, at carlosandlisa.com. Or always on my social media. My Instagram is lisa.remillard, REMILLARD, and my Twitter is at Lisa Remillard.
Fantastic. Well, hey, Lisa, it's been awesome having you back on the show. And to the business owners and audience listening, thank you for tuning in. Don't worry, you can go check out those first 300 episodes still. Just throwing that out there. But I had to one more time. But no, seriously, thank you everyone for listening, and don't forget, subscribe to the channel, leave me a review. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, then give that a subscribe and leave us some comments in the comment section. Love to hear your take on the interview and what you're doing for marketing and TV. And Lisa, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me on the reunion show. I appreciate coming back.